Thanks, everybody, for joining us on NEA Report. This is Stan Morris reporting, and we're here along live with you on a Sunday morning. But it's a Sunday morning where we're going to be talking a whole lot about some stuff that's been going on Saturday night and also Friday night, too. So as we are getting set to do this and people start to join us, this was stuff I was initially going to tell everyone first on Friday evening and then Saturday. But what happened was that suspects in the Galaxy Street murder were arrested, both of the suspects in that case. That is something that we'll talk about right now because that was Flando Montgomery, 19, and then another suspect, Terrius Bedford, 21, of Turl, arrested late yesterday. That is why the police didn't get the release out so far. The plan, at least as far as I know, was for it to come out sometime over the weekend. I didn't anticipate I was going to post something about it late Friday and not be able to tell you guys here again by Sunday morning. So because I'm getting lit up, everybody's saying we don't want to pay for news, and that's not what I'm asking you to do. It was unconfirmed stuff I had been told in the loop and wanted to share with people that I was able to, but generally just wanted to kind of make a post letting everybody know, yep, something's going on this weekend. And I just got off the phone with my police sources, the public information officer there, Lyle Waterworth, who, by the way, he's been flying solo this week. They just had somebody move over, and so they're kind of understaffed at the moment for now in that department. And they told me I can talk about this to you guys if I want to. And so I'm going to tell you what's been going on. It's been a clean sweep operation this weekend in Jonesboro. Starting out with probation and parole searches everywhere. If you were on parole this weekend or probation, there's a pretty good chance you got visited by Jonesboro Police Department or probation, parole officers, whatnot. Most likely. That's why if you saw police presence somewhere on a street or at a house, that's what it was probably about. Okay? And so that's one of the aspects this weekend. Specifically, officers were told if somebody if they're on parole and they have a gun, they're violating that parole instantly right there. They're arrested. That was one of the orders that came from the top down. And that meant that the jails this weekend, well, I was told by one person, we're going to fill up Marty's jail this weekend. And you know what that means? Marty is the sheriff, Marty Boyd. So the plan was pretty serious stuff to go on throughout the weekend, and indicators are that it did. I'll kind of scroll through it here in a minute. I won't go into full detail on everybody, but I will for supporters if you want to do that. Right now, I'm just giving you the highlights. Another big aspect of this weekend was they were going to be doing major traffic stops for any reason legally that could be done. So if you had a taillight out, or if you had those tags, those kind of tags that you get, the paper ones after you buy a vehicle, yeah, that was probably going to be Traffic Stop City this weekend. I don't know the areas that they were focused in a lot, but I was told by everyone that I talked to that authorities were everywhere. And then it just continued from there because they were also going to be looking into the Treetop Gang. I don't know if you've heard this name before, but I know some people have. It's according to authorities, it's been an issue. Finally, the expectation was that they were going to be able to tell us all about this weekend, maybe on Saturday. But as I mentioned, 2 murder suspects were arrested on Saturday, and that kind of got in the way. Plus, I'm not so sure that authorities didn't continue into last night as well. So it's been busy this weekend for authorities. I know that since Monday, that most people in the media police cycle have not gotten a day off, me included. That's okay. A lot of stuff has been going on. But what I do want to do is just scroll real fast through the inmate roster. Craighead County Detention Center has been filled up, and so you may see a couple of names here that you're familiar with. You want to see any more about this? By the way, it's all public record. It's all kind of out there. And if you become a supporter, it's only 99 cents, and you would have known about all this Friday. It's just I didn't have it confirmed to where I wanted it out there, shareable and public to everybody until we were sure things were good. So just scrolling through a few of the names, you'll see a lot of folks, it's on like failure to appear, for instance, on misdemeanors, or you'll see in some cases assisting other agencies, a warrant outside of the city. When you see DWI or something like that, that was probably from one of these crazy traffic stops that have just been happening. And I don't mean crazy in a bad way, I just mean in a voluminous way. It's been a very busy weekend. There was a theft charge, criminal trespass. A Mid-South hold means one of those mental health holds. It looks like this is the other of the two first-degree murder arrest. Failure to appear misdemeanor is going to be a warrant, so maybe somebody picked up on a warrant. A theft charge, $5,000 or less, but greater than $1,000 equals felony for him. And then some more here, and this was a little bit more of a serious one of an accusation. But you'll see a lot of driving charges, DWI, unlawful act, failure to appear misdemeanor, and then, like on this one, with a possession of meth or cocaine charge, indicates that the suspect probably had a warrant. Maybe it was a stop or a warrant search or a parole search, and then they may have found suspected drugs, allegedly, of course. Possession of paraphernalia. This was a failure to appear misdemeanor, violation of the hot check law here, and criminal contempt, DWI, drugs. Those kind of things that you're seeing throughout here. Probation violation. Okay, I was looking for one of these. That means he was on probation. When you're on probation or parole, you sign away your rights. See you later. They're gone. And this guy was on parole as well. So when they were searched, police claimed that they found drugs on them. Another parole violation here, a probation violation here for Mr. Joshua Blake Adams. And there's a few more here too, but these are all from over the weekend. You see that date, January 4th. That's all from over the weekend, okay? That's starting Friday, and the order was given Friday morning for all of this stuff to start taking place. And so, as I mentioned, pretty wide-ranging orders and an effort to get things under control in Jonesboro, and that is at least the hope. Authorities were going to be targeting, as I mentioned, people who were not legally allowed to have a gun. We're not going to be getting out without a visit to jail this weekend. If you had a warrant, any type of other kind of pending legal action, so to speak, or hold on you, they were going to jail. And so that's what we kind of indicated on Friday. We didn't find out about it officially yet, even now, but I know that people saw my post that I posted. And goodbye, Marquez. Nice to know you. And I know people were very interested in what happened, but we just couldn't responsibly say it all yet. We expected to be able to before now, and apologize for having to make everybody wait. Okay, it's Stan Morris reporting. It's NEA Report, and our coverage is sponsored by New Wave Wireless, home of the $49 iPhone screen repair. Appreciate everybody for joining us live. Thank you so very much, and we hope you have a great weekend and a great week. And we also thank all of our first responders and law enforcement and everybody in the justice system this weekend for their swift work and their efforts to try to help stop what has been a tide of violence. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you soon.